Vamo! What we all saying, guys? Big up to yourselves. Welcome back to Kings of the Bridge. I am Jem, your host. I hope you're all well. Vamos. Yes, we have PSG on Wednesday. We're kind of debating whether we're going to do a preview for this one. I know we said we weren't doing previews no more, but I think we might do like an all-round Champions League preview, not just Chelsea, and just do everything combined tomorrow. And then obviously we've got the big countdown for the PSG game away, guys, in the Champions League, which will be here. We'll have team news. We'll have everything here, as we always do. Today is more of a discussion about what happened over the weekend. Talk briefly about the game on Wednesday, and just to catch up with you guys as well and see how you're all doing. Over nearly 20 people in the building. What you all saying? Good to see you. I hope you're all well. How has your day been? Firstly, Liam, big up to you. Good to see you. Natalie, big up to you as well. Alex, need to deduct all of Tosin and Badiashil's wages for that week. Honestly, we're going to get into the players. Don't worry about that. We'll be talking in the second row. Good to see you. How are you, man? Same old Chelsea is what Mike says. Big up, Mike. Cal, how are you, man? Good to see you. Do not call me Jemmy again. Daniel, how are you? Hope you're good. Big up to you as well. What else have we got here? Toby. Who else have we got here? Is there anyone here that I haven't said hello to? What are you saying, buddy? 6:45 here. What's 6:45? What is 6:45? Can someone explain to me? Just seen what happened in the career. And honestly, before I was like, what the hell is that? Like, generally, what is like 23? I think it was 22 or 23 red cards or something like that in the game. I forgot. Honestly, I've had no time to even think about the FA Cup. I forgot about that. I'm not even going to lie. Big up, Dreamer. Good to see you as well. Hope you're good as well. Rogue says, and the Rangers vs Celtic game too. Yeah, well, they run on the pitch and started beating the shit out of each other, didn't they? That was quite funny as well. As you can see, Matt's in a completely different room again, as always, and he likes picking out different areas of his house to go. So today, Matt,
no, I'm at my family's house.
Tell us about your scenery, mate. How are you saying?
Yeah, it's just my spare room.
Is this your spare room? Is this your little?
It's my parents' house. It is,
mate. We're just saying that there's a FA Cup draw, which I forgot about.
I completely forgot. I didn't even know it was today.
In about an hour's time. Last time I done an FA Cup, a Champions League draw on here. Even though they checked to see if we were okay to broadcast it, they said it's at your own risk. It depends on the person who, the company that you're obviously streaming through, and UEFA, who don't charge for paid subscriptions, decided to copyright us. Huh? So yeah, fuck them. Was game abandoned, Rogue? I think so. What are you saying, Nonny? We're getting Aston next round. Well, listen, we're going to talk about that as well. There's lots to get into today. I want to briefly highlight Wrexham. Remember the PSG game me and Matt were talking about. We're not sure yet if we're going to do a preview. That's more. We've all sort of agreed to do the countdown elements of it, but we might do an all-round Champions League preview where we talk about a bit of everything and everyone. So something a little bit different for you guys tomorrow. But first, we need to get through today. And today we're going to talk about the FA Cup in a bit later. And we'll start. We start with the game because we've not really highlighted the game on this channel yet. I mean, I didn't speak to you after the game, Matt, so I want you to go first. I want really about you overall of the game.
I was quite vocal on social media about the whole thing, really. I understand that it was our second or third strong team, but I'm feeling very, very disconnected from Chelsea at the moment, just in general, just the overall, how the club's run with the players. But I used to love every single player at this club, but barring maybe 2 or 3 of them, I don't think the rest of the team really give a toss about Chelsea at all and being at the club and etc. And I just felt the overall game of it really was just it was a shambles from start to finish, really. I felt how we set up was incorrect. I'm sick of conceding ridiculous goals, which really at our level we shouldn't be doing at all. You know, Route 1, set pieces. The club that I fell in love with from a very young age, from 4 years old or whatever. I know it's completely night and day from what it is now, but just the nuance of having working and hard for the badge, playing for the badge. It says it all that our best player on the pitch was Garnacho. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I'd done a space after, and I was very, what's the word? I want to say, you would have thought we had lost, but ultimately I was just more frustrated again about how we see it against Lincoln, we see it against Charlton. With Charlton, we're all better, I guess. We see it yet the other day. It doesn't matter who we play or what play, and it backs what I said a couple of weeks ago now. I've been saying it on here as well. It doesn't matter who we play, at what level they are, we will always concede goals. So what does that tell you? The only way we're going to win games is by outscoring these teams. And
You've said that for a long time now.
I know. And it's proven me right, because again, against a team where we should be having clean sheets and just battering the shit out of them, we're treating them as if they're like prime Barcelona and just can't deal with them, And do you know what a lot of it is when I watch these games, especially these games, because you know what you're going to get with the likes of Wrexham, Charlton, Lincoln, these games. Yes, they don't have the added quality, and you saw that when João Pedro come on the pitch, right? It kind of changed a little bit because you can see quality stands out. But what they have got is this. They'll run their hearts off. They'll pressure you till the 90th. They'll force you to think about it. You will not have a sale in the park. They will make you stay honest about it, right? The problem is our players ain't honest. They don't play for this, in my opinion, when they play like that.
And that's what I'm saying, mate. That's why I'm so disconnected now. And that's why I said, I don't recognise the club. In my eyes, and I'm sure it's everyone, a bare minimum being at any club whatsoever is you run your socks off for the badge, regardless of what level it is. And exactly. I just find a lot of these players now, they're all these youngsters who are arrogant, who are on high amounts of money. So be it. If they leave the club, all right, well, they'll go to another club anyways and still earn. I think it's just what football is now, mate, to be honest.
Yeah, and it's not really the way it should be. And ultimately, you look at the goals we conceded again, guys, and how many times are we going to say it? Even before the game, we were here talking about it. We said corners are their strength. Corners are our weakness. Yeah, and ultimately, what happens? It doesn't matter how many defenders you put on the pitch. I don't care if you've got 6, 10, he could play 9 defenders. I guarantee you that we will concede a goal. We just can't help ourselves. We just can't help it. And that's the truth. He needs to start getting away from this more defenders on the pitch than attackers, and actually just play your attackers, because that's the only hope we've got of winning games at this moment in time. It's just not good enough. It's not good. It's good enough for this level, and it goes back to them at the top, because internal solutions, like I said on the weekend.
Yes.
And we're going to keep seeing these type of games, but I'm fed up of getting frustrated about it, and I'm fed up of talking about the same things. And we're going to talk about certain specific players quickly, but do we really want to be doing that? Ultimately, the main cause of fraud, one of the frauds of our defence is this guy, he can't help it. It's in his blood. He is a fraud. I don't think I've ever seen a 27, 28-year-old look like a 45-year-old when playing on the pitch.
Yeah.
You're meant to be in your prime. How can you be in your prime and playing this? And I know I see on Twitter he's been blocking everyone, and people been throwing shit at him and whatever. Carly, welcome in, darling. Good to see you as always. Throwing shade and blocking whatever. But ultimately, I'm not saying he deserves the insults, but you can't sit there tossing and walk off the pitch and be proud of how you're playing, mate. Generally deep down, you can't be sitting there going, "This is it," or is it just Matt that this is just his level? And this is what he is. He can't help it.
I think it's that, mate. I think it purely is. It's his level. Probably what's happened is through his career, his attributes have got him so far to a certain level. I think that's he's a large guy. Was he 6'5", 6'6", whatever it is? So he's huge. And I think those attributes have got you so far. And I think at certain levels it will get you there. It's very apparent that when Fulham allow you to go on a free, it says it all to me. And I think what we tried to do is do a quick flip and get him out. And I think there's no chance he's worth 18 million. And I know that's, whatever it is, but we'd be lucky to, 10 million or whatever. I just can't see it. He's him and Badiashile are just a car crash waiting to happen.
I can't. It doesn't matter what game this guy plays. He's just shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not even just going to pull it on him because we already know what he is. I'm not even getting angry anymore about it because I hate our defense. I'm like you. When it comes to defence, I'm so detached from it. It's horrible. I can't stand it. We've got this comment from Piers saying that Chelsea's trainer head of PSG did not see Reece James or Esteval in the pictures. Rossini presser tomorrow.
Well, I hope that I doubt Esteval, but I hope for Reece it's more just precaution there, just like keeping him on the massage table as much as possible, and just keeping him wrapped in bubble wrap. But No, I'll say a bit worried is the case.
A little bit of early team news for you, shall we say? Obviously, going on to Wednesday's game. Careful, Jimmy might block you. Well, he follows Pies piss, and he doesn't block him, and he slates him. So, yeah, tossing blocking everyone in Twitter is at his only block he'll do done all season. Oh, you guys are. All right, move away from him because it just annoys me. Let's not just forget about others, because I want to talk about Robert Sanchez as well. Does he look out of confidence to you when you're watching him and all of a sudden?
Well, if you think about the first goal, right, they scored. Don't get me wrong, route one, straight over, Tosin's not helped that. But if you actually look at the finish, it wasn't a corner of a goal. It was almost like 3/4 off like the centre. I think he could have done better there. I find with him is that he's a great shot stopper and cross claimer. But sometimes when it's that one-on-one, he kind of gets stuck in no man's land and doesn't know what to do. And so he comes forward and then goes, oh shit, I'm come too forward. I need to track back. And in that moment, he's almost he's not aware of where the goal is. Unfortunately, we are seeing the Sanchez we worry about. And I think we're seeing it more now. And it's a worry that to the tail end of the season, this is where we need him the most, because otherwise it's Jorgensen. And I think I'll do at the moment. I think if you're seeing Sanchez seeing what he's doing, I think, do we see Jorgensen? I just don't know.
Rossini and Sanchez's relationship is over, is what Ashraf says. He thinks Jorgensen could be starting. Well, the fact that Jorgensen wasn't even on the bench tells me that it would not shock me if we line up against PSG with Jorgensen at the back. And maybe it's down to what we've heard in the media about Jorgensen being more comfortable on the ball. And maybe he's just thinking, fuck the stops, the shot stopping. Let's back the guy on the ball from playing out from the back, and maybe that'll help us transition and have a bit more balance. I don't know. Hassan, how are you, bro? Good to see you, man. He says, Sanchez, I hate what he does. He doesn't trust his own instincts. Remember when he used to hesitate going for the ball? Oh, yeah, bro. An hour away from the FA Cup draw as well, guys, just to give you a heads up as well. I mean, do we need to talk about Badiashile? I don't really want to. I'm not even going to talk about
it. It is what it is with him. It's the same. He's been useless since he's come back from. I mean, he's had one period a few years ago. It was good for us. The rest, it's the same shit, different game. I think anyone who defends him, I think they're really clutching at the thinnest straws now for him. He's useless.
Where are they people? I'm looking for Benji. Where's he been? Where's the other? Carlito. Where's Carlito and Benji these days?
They're just not good enough. And unfortunately, we're just seeing it more and more now. These players, and I believe it's because we bought them at a certain time. They've been with us for X amount of time. They've been in the Premier League for a certain amount of time. We expect more now. And what is happening, and this is a real standard way of how Chelsea is being run. These players were expecting growth. They're actually regressing.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm expecting now. The likes of a Benoit, he was supposed to be this next big thing for us. I'm not saying he's going to be like a Virgil or whatever, but should be starting games for us now. And I
just can't get my head around how bad he is at reading the game. He generally is so bad. He can't jump. For as tall as Badiashile and Tosin are, they are physically shit. Physically in the air shit, And you mentioned Sarr is the best. Is that a best squad player too? I don't know why they took Sarr off. I would have left Sarr on and took one of them two off, personally, and just left him in between. We didn't need two fucking lampposts at the back, It's literally two lampposts, isn't it? Christ, don't manifest that duo. Yeah, imagine if we saw that duo at PSG. I'd cry. I genuinely would. Now I'm going to switch it from negative to positive, and I'm going to be honest with you. I thought he was the best player on the pitch until we come off, and I actually put a tweet out about him as well. But Jarrell Hatto, since Cucurella has been out, I told you guys about him. Give him time and let him play some football. That's what he needs, right? It's a bit like the Stantoses and the Estevals, like these young, talented players, except he actually has a lot of caps and a lot of experience, right? He just needs time to adapt more than anything to the Premier League, to the style. And what you're seeing from this version of Jarrell Hatto is the one that makes me very happy, very, very happy. Very good.
I agree, mate. I think there's only been that one game he was a bit shaky, which was that Champions League game. But to be honest, I don't think anyone played well in that game anyways. But barring that, since Cucurella has been out, you're absolutely right. He's been really a shining light in the team. He's really positive. He's quick as well. And,
I told you.
Yeah, I think, and this is where it's annoying, this is where the model does work. But that's because, you've got a good quality player. But the problem is their model is 5 shit or 4 shit to every 5 players they get. So if they get 1, then it's fine. But yeah, I'm really impressed with Hatto. I think keep that going, and I think it's perfect that you've got, like I said, a mentor of Cucurella in that team. And I think side sorted.
Yeah. You got it spot on, and I think the Cucurella thing must be really helping him defensively, because ultimately the area that he actually needs to address to be better, and I've said this about him, is his defensive duels, one-on-ones, reading the game from a defensive standpoint, not from an attacking standpoint, but from a defensive standpoint. The last couple of games, even against Saka, and the game before that, I can't remember who it was. Ultimately, I know he played Wrexham, but it was someone else. The 3 games that he played, he looked solid, in my opinion. And I'm not just talking about going forward. Him going forward and doing all that flicks and one touches and running in behind and getting speed. That's Hatto. That's his game at Ajax. That's what he was doing. Do you know what I mean? What I was more impressed to see with Hatto was how he is on his defensive abilities, being aware, not letting people get in behind. Aston Villa away, when the ball gets played behind him and he relies on his speed to get back and he wins the ball and gets us a goal kick. Little things like that, very important.
The Arsenal game as well. I think Waldo's right. Yeah, Saka, he had a couple of times, but I think even at Cucurella would struggle. But I felt Hatto really kept him quiet as well. So
yeah, he was very impressive. Now let's talk about the boys in midfield, because you could argue that Lavia and Santos is pretty strong, right? But
I thought they struggled, mate. I thought Lavia didn't look great in that game. I thought Santos didn't either.
You could go on,
mate. Carry on.
I was going to say, you can kind of give Lavia a bit of a leeway because he's not played so much football, and I get why he could tell he just didn't look. He weren't horrible, but he was just rusty. He just wasn't as zippy as we want to see him, right? But Santos don't have that excuse. I know he's younger, so you could say, oh, he's young and he's adapting, maybe. But I thought Santos was, barring the goal, which, by the way, he was involved in for the Josh goal, where he flicks the ball through and we score. I thought overall, in terms of controlling the midfield and being physical and dealing with the spaces, I thought he was really poor. I thought he was very poor. And I thought Lavia next to him was just rusty, just not at it. You could tell.
Yeah. And I think then what Toby goes on to say, when you see the integration of Asugo and the impact that Asugo had on the game, it's night and day, really.
Oh, yeah.
Great assist for Garnacho. I felt that, and I know you said that maybe about Josh as well, that obviously Santos got the assist, but Santos has been in the game a lot more now. But I just think, again, it's just unfortunately, like you were saying, whenever we play against teams who just have a bit of that hunger, we just fold. And you're like, he shouldn't be at the level they're at. And even the experience that they're at, Andre Santos, he's, under 18s for Brazil captain, things like that. That fight, that hunger, we just never seem to have it. And they just crawl away and hide behind the system. And that's even the experienced players too, like your Benoits and Tosins. They just hide. And you're like, it's just what it is now. And it's just, like you said, it's just boring.
I think the scariest thing about this performance, and not just this performance, but most of this season, in games like this where we've relied on our squad depth to come in and try and get us through and, show us do it comfortably. Don't have to bring on the likes of the Palmers, the Reece Jameses, the Caicedo, Enzos. These are games where you shouldn't have to use them. What it's shown again is that, and I'm happy Rosinha did this, by the way. he made a point not to have them on the bench because I knew if they were on the bench, they were coming on the pitch. And I think he really sat down and went, listen, we're not going to bring on these boys. They're off. Forget about it. You guys need to get yourself out of these situations and you need to show that you can perform. Yeah. So I actually rate him highly for going down the route. People saying, why the fuck would you drop there? But then they're on the flip side, they're the ones that moan about them playing every single game. I'm one of them. So I'm not going to sit there and start criticizing him about not playing these players when he shouldn't have to play these players, especially when we've got PSG in a couple of days. So all it proves again is this is what life is outside of the players that are so important that are going to get us through this last part of the season with all these hard games we've got. And this is the truth. Cole Palmer, Reece James, João Pedro, Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo. I think I'm missing someone. Cucurella, maybe. Yeah. In them players specifically, if we can't lean on them to get us over this line, we are fucked. That's the truth. And it was shown again in this game because what happened? João Pedro come on the pitch. It's just one day, isn't it? Like, look at the quality one player brings on the pitch. One player comes on the pitch. And all of a sudden, it's like fucking, he's just making it a little easy, you know, playing through balls here, fucking Garnacho running onto him, like all of it, you know, it's amazing. What's that? Tony,
thanks for the 99, friend.
Thanks for the 99p, bro. Appreciate it. But do you get what I mean? Like, this really goes to show why you should not be cooking our best players when they have an bad game here and there. Think about the depth behind it. And how much we're relying on these players to get us through the shit because our board go internal solutions or this squad's good enough. You've got one of the best squads in the league. Like, fuck off, man. Yeah, fuck yous. That's what I say to them.
I think at the end of the day, though, in their mind, they don't care about it. In my eyes, like they just see it as, oh, well, we've won, we're through. They don't see the bigger picture of it. Like you saw the videos at the end where you saw Barley going over to Ryan Reynolds and stuff. It's like, oh, we're going to see in the Premier League. I'm just like, you're like, they just don't care. They just care that they get the win and they move on. There's no strategy behind what they're doing. And I think you're right. I think now until the end of the season, I think even if Liam's here next season, it's all about outscoring the opponents and that's it. Until they sort out with how internal solutions for centre backs or whatever, we're just going to be in the same spot every season.
Yeah, I did. It was a picture of a shit, Toby. Thank you very much for the 99p shit, man. We appreciate it. Big up to you, bro. Bowley's saying we only went for Cucurella because Man City were interested. Sums up our recruitment. He sat there and shamelessly said he doesn't have a clue. What's he doing? Know,
but you know what's ironic, though? It's probably that window was the strongest window we've had under Clearlake.
He just guessed. He was just guessing, like, yeah, that one, get that one, get that one. There's one player we have to talk about because that was unforgivable for me.
Yeah,
unforgivable.
Disgusting. It was just, I mean, to me, it was, you know, you got to think, right, in that team, was probably the most experienced player who has been relied on so much this season. It's shambolic. And I'm telling you, if Garnacho had the same performance as Pedro Neto, the heat that Garnacho would have been, you know,
horrific,
so much. And in my opinion, now, whatever it's March 9th, I would get rid of him at the end of the season, sell him to Saudi. In my opinion, I think he's hit a ceiling and he's a good enough squad player, and that's it. He'd be perfect at like a Man City, where he'd just come on, system, and that's it.
Game rested too as well because record, yeah. And listen, like Rogue said here, you know, that's spot on. A game rested too as well. Who would you sign from Spurs if they relegated? Oh, they want to get into it. Just want to see him relegated first. The fact that Garnacho performed better than you is a worry. That's my opinion on it.
But he was good. Yeah. He was positive though, Garnacho. Like he's just messy in his approach. Like his you know, when he does these dangerous crosses. Yes, they might not get to a player, but it's always a dangerous cross. And it's just, yeah, you know, I know Pybus is a huge fan of his. I'm not, but when he does play well, he's played well for a couple of games now. You've got to give it to him. But you're right. It does say a lot if on those either sides, let's say because I was a winger, I would always be like, right, I've got to make sure I'm better than the wing on the other side. The fact that Garnacho was getting the ball more, performing more, I think says a lot about you and your position, because it means that you're not the outlaying player causing issues.
No, Carly, we're going to get to him in a second, but ultimately, I want to finish off saying this about now. I have not seen a worse, maybe there might have been one more worse, but a worse winger performance when you're meant to be at your prime, like Tosin, and this is what drives me mad. These guys are meant to be in their prime and the experience, but they're two of the worst players on the pitch against Wrexham. May that make sense? They're meant to be your leaders, the ones you turn to. Mm-hmm. This guy had a phobia of crossing the ball against Wrexham. If I was a striker, and I know people want to cook Delap and Guiu, yes, they were poor, whoever, João Pedro in the box. If I was a striker and I had this guy supplying me, I would just not run. There's no point. They leave the runs in the box, waiting for him to play it, and he does that thing where he cuts back inside, and you think, yeah, go on now, you've opened up the space, and he goes,
and then goes back, and then he goes that way, and then he goes
that again, and he goes.
It's honestly, it's painful.
You just killed it, and everyone in the box that have made runs are now going back on themselves because you're wasting time on the ball. I can't get it. I just don't get it with him. I don't get his.
The only thing with Garnacho that he does do is that he does, like I said, he does try and time the passes, even though it might not ever, majority of the time doesn't hit who it needs to. He does hit it in the mixer every time though, and it makes it difficult for the defenders to then defend. But yeah, it's not good. And I mean, I'm sure you're going to go on to you. And,
I don't know about this comment. That's a bit too much at the moment. Yeah, we can calm down about that.
You're a massive. I know Pybus is a huge fan, and I'm sure he's waiting for that time. I just don't. I don't see it. I'm trying to give him flowers when he plays well, but I just can't. I can't see that Pybus, unfortunately, mate.
I feel for Guiu, neglected and forgotten. Listen, he weren't good when the ball even come to him, and I don't blame him. What do you expect when the players that you bring on the pitch are rusty, have not kicked ball for how long? They come on the pitch, you've got Neto fucking not crossing balls and running away from them, getting the ball and running the other way and not crossing balls. If I was a striker, I would go in the dressing room and personally have a vendetta against Neto. I'd be like, are you doing this on purpose, bro? And when he's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'd be like, fucking cross the ball, bruv. Like, what are you doing? You create space for yourself, and then you fucking do the same thing again. It's like you're shimmying yourself. You're shimmying air. You're just wasting time. Cross the fucking ball.
Toby just put a stat. If you are, get it up.
Toby.
Yeah, here we go.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. That is 10 out. 1 out of 10. He needs to read that himself. Someone needs to put. If I was Rossini, I'd sit down with them type of stats and go like that in his face. Are you looking at this, mate? This was you out of 10 fucking crosses, successful crosses. Right. Awful. Absolutely awful. And he needs to wake up because at this moment in time, we need Esteval even more than ever the way he's playing at the moment. Because
Pybus, Viva Garnacho will be coming to the bridge soon.
Listen, has Garnacho played well the last 2 games? Aston Villa and Wrexham. Yes, he has. He has played well. I was impressed with him against Aston Villa, very direct in behind. And in the Wrexham game, he was our best winger by a mile. It weren't even a debate. Dribbling, trying to dribble, shall I say. Yeah, doing that thing where he goes left and he cuts right. Like Matt was saying, putting balls in the box that actually were balls. And I like the fact that he always cuts balls back as well once he drives directly in. But he needs to look up a little bit sharper for me. Like, he does that. And he doesn't look up. He just hits it in the box without looking. And I don't like that. He needs to look up and go, right, actually, no one's I can't cut it back because no one's fucking there. Let me just whip it across the goal where people are. Maybe they can flick it. That's the only thing where I'm like, he could be doing better in them moments, right? But he scored a good goal. And that goal he scored was vintage Garnacho. That was his thing. That was his style of goal, right? Yeah. He's at the back post. Esugu, who we haven't spoke about, by the way, had a really good game for his first. I love it. I actually like Esugu a lot. I think he's a player. I do. Whips the ball into the back post, and Garnacho, he comes across and hits it and knocks it in. I thought it went out.
Yeah, it was weird. I'm really surprised they're allowed those goals, to be honest, because I don't know whether it's just so you can wheel them off or not, what, but I'm really surprised you're allowed that bar at the bottom because I then thought Garnacho missed it to start with, and then everyone was celebrating. I thought, okay, must have gone in. Yeah, Mike, I saw that.
Honestly, I thought no, that's who was really mean.
That little bait up there. He was
he ain't really mean, mate. Not after what I've seen this season. He's got a lot more to do.
That fish, he's like, I'm going to go for it. Like, mate, please don't. There's nothing there. Like, honestly.
I'll be honest here. Where he's been again. Remember when we say the same thing about Sanchez playing really well, but obviously Sanchez done it more consistent. Where he has been so bad, and then he looks decent. Are we just overthinking it? Is he just doing the basics that a winger needs to do in a game? Which is
I think it's probably a bit hopium as well in my eyes, because I think he has had so many shocking performances that you're like, I think it's any glimmer of positivity, we're going to go, well, that's fucking great. Because, I mean, I know Pybus is a huge fan, but like I said, I can't, unless it's a dramatic U-turn, we're going to start him cutting in and smashing at top bins or whatever. I just think it's just who he is. But yeah, I think you're absolutely right about that crossing, though, because the application's there for him doing the correct things. But if you just looked up a bit and actually just gauge that cross a little bit more, whether it is to cut in, but it's an approach player like an Enzo Fernandez coming in the box or whatever, I think he would get a lot more assists. So,
yeah, I hear you. I thought it hit the post. I did, but he ran off, and I was like, "Don't do a delap on me." I know. You know, when like Delap thought it went in and ran off, I thought he'd done the same thing. I was like, "You just hit the post, mate. Why are you running off? Like, what the fuck are you doing?" And then he was like,
about Mr. Timberland.
Oh, we're going to him next. Thank you. Good reminder. Where is he? Sum up his performance.
You can't use the same excuse for Mark Yu as you can with Delap, because Delap is actually getting minutes as well. Yes, I know they're 15 minutes, but he had a full, I don't know, and he played well against Hull. But this is where I expect Delap to shine against his level in the Championship, and he was dog shit. I feel the more he's playing, the more apparent that he needs to be out of Chelsea next year. And I think he will be as well. I think he'll go to a Newcastle or an Everton, something like that. But, you know, Guy was the same. He wasn't great, but I can give Guy a bit of a defense because of just him not playing. But that, you know, it's not an excuse. If you're playing shit, you're playing shit. But for Delap, it's not good enough. That's your second striker, and Joao is at such an infinitely different level to Delap. Delap is competing with Mark Yu, and that says it all. If it was out of Delap and Mark Yu, I'd probably be playing Mark Yu more at the moment.
Yeah.
And that's the output from Mark Yu is, I say, would be a lot more dangerous than Delap. Delap for me is just, I don't know what's happened to him as a player, but he just looks void of any confidence, any sense of actually how to play football. He just looks like a typical lad on a Sunday league game. He's just like, yeah, he's quite a big lad. Comes from the site and then goes, yeah, I'll go up top. Has no fucking clue about how to play football, and that's a professional football as well. Not good enough.
I agree, mate. Yeah, I don't really know what to say to him. We signed him for 30 million, and he's looking like a, I don't know, 10 mil, 15 mil player at the moment at max.
He looks like a League Two player to me. He honestly, like Portsmouth, they've got a player, their striker. He looks exactly the same as him, just shit.
Yeah, I hear it. I do hear it. I have nothing to say about him. I don't really want to sit here slating Mark Guiu as well, because ultimately, it's like I don't know. Like when you don't play as much as he hasn't. And yes, he wasn't great, don't get me wrong, and he should have scored when the ball landed in front of him. You could tell that's just, as much as we use the excuse for Rusty, like with Lavia, you can use it with Guiu because he just doesn't play. Do you know what I mean?
I do get, like, what is Mark Guiu, though? That's the only thing I will say. What unless it's just pressing, what does he actually do? Because I don't see much. He doesn't finish well. He doesn't header well. He just presses. Well,
I think it's a little bit harsh. I think he's got a better box presence than Delap. If you do put the ball in the box well, he'll read it and try and get in front of it and flick it on or whatever. I don't feel like Delap has that movement he has, in the box. It's a shame that there was a period earlier in the season where he looked a little bit sharp, and I was like, yeah, keep playing him, like give him his run. Do you know what I mean? And then we just stopped, and he just couldn't get in the team for ages, months and months and months. And ultimately, it doesn't matter who you are or what player you are. If you don't play football, and then you get asked to play a match game after training for months and months and not actually playing any match football, you're going to struggle. It's not rocket science, you're going to struggle. Yes, the FA Cup draw is in not half hour, is it? It's in 45 minutes, 35 minutes, right? Chelsea's home. How are you, man? Good to see you guys. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit the likes, please. We should be over 40 likes now. If everyone hits the likes, we will try and stay on for the FA Cup draw, but we need to have over 40 likes. If we're not got over 40 likes or close to 50 likes, I am not going to do the draw.
We're off in 2 minutes.
I'm being honest. I want you guys to like. You're sitting here with us. I need the likes up. 6:35 is the draw. 1 second. Oh, I thought someone was coming in the door. I've got loads of people in here, for fuck's sake. 6:35 is the draw. Okay, cool, perfect. So we've got half hour then, Toby. Thank you for that. Ultimately, what was I saying? I've gone brain dead. We were just talking about
we were talking about Mark Yu. We were talking about, I think, probably
the likes. Get your likes up. Just get the likes up, guys. Get the likes up. That's all I need.
I want to talk about this as well, Toby. I don't know what your thoughts on this, Jem, but honestly, me and my dad and stuff are watching this. I could not, and it was always going to happen. I could not stand. I had to change from BBC. I couldn't watch it on BBC. The punditry and the wanting them to win so badly, it was so bad. And I think in terms of what they were saying about the VAR as well, firstly, it was a horrendous challenge. It was such a brash challenge. How that in the first place was even given as a yellow card was a disgrace. And secondly, them saying about the VAR and that it was offside. Look, it was offside. Like, that's what VAR was brought in for. If, let's say, for instance, there wasn't the VAR, and I think this is what Terry Fleurs was saying earlier, and I retweeted it. He said it perfectly. If that was given as a yellow card and that was it, we would all be saying, God, that was a red. How did the referee not see that? So they can't just have it both ways. But just because it was not the romantic ending that the pundits wanted, they wanted to then, throw shade at Chelsea again, a billion bottle jobs, etc. I did say BBC, Dreamy. Yeah, because I thought BBC, they had it on there and it was like, I think it's Alan Shearer and stuff. They were just wanting Wrexham to win so badly, and you just knew as soon as Chelsea scored, they were just so annoyed by all of it. I thought it was a disgrace personally. And then
you watch the Arsenal game against Mansfield, and again they're not really Mansfield have been great, they've done really well, but there's not that sort of same edge, that energy towards Arsenal than there is us. I feel that I was watching it on BBC One as well, and it was Wrexham deserved this, Wrexham this, and they did. Don't get me wrong. If we'd have lost that game, I would have sat here and said, Wrexham deserve it. I wouldn't even argue it. I'd have been like, they played well enough, they deserve it. But they didn't, ultimately. So, and now we're going to find out.
And it was every time they were panning to Ryan Gosling and stuff. And you're like, they don't have a clue about VAR or anything. They're probably just like, hang on, why have we not won? And they should get investigated as well, Rex. And the amount of money they have spent in the Championship, their substitute spends are like £10 million players each. They keep just going up and up and up. It's rich, us Chelsea fans saying that, I know, but
Jonathan, big up to you, man. Thank you for popping in. First time I've seen you in here, but big up to you. Thank you for joining the channel. Please give us a follow, please, guys. We'd massively appreciate it. FA Cup draw in half hour's time, 25 minutes time, something like that. Make sure you're with us here. One of the commentators tried to say Wrexham deserved to win when they didn't. They really didn't.
There was it was Ben Foster said if it wasn't for that Wrexham would have won or something. But it's not but it was 4. We got another goal anyway, so we won 4-3. It's just But in saying that though, and I'm sure we've gone around in circle on this with Bernardo Cueva again. Set pieces, defensing again. We got caught sleeping. It's just shambolic. We were lucky that their toe was offside because I'm telling you that was just so poor.
Yep.
Well, I know it's boring to say it, mate, but it's so frustrating.
New sub here, big up. Hey, come on, bro. Thank you. That means you put us on 8,500 now. I think we were 2 off last time I looked. So thank you. If it was the other way around, Chelsea had a goal wrongly ruled out. No VAR. Everyone would be saying it's the magic of the cup. True. Facts, bro. Facts. Right. Again, he was on the bench. He comes on the pitch and he scores again, Matt. And how important is João Pedro to Chelsea currently right now?
He's unbelievable. Like he's one of the only, I think there's 5 players I'd say that I'm like truly kind of like attached to, and he's one of them. And I think you said it at the start of the stream. As soon as he came on, the level raising of him, just it was the holding of the ball, that kind of like puffed up chest, that aura of him. Like he kind of just took control of the game, and he just took his finish really well as well. Like, and Pybus is maybe right at the moment on form. He probably is the best striker in the league.
Yeah, on form. Yeah, right now he is by far.
But he's fundamental to us. And I think it was Connie said it on Spaces. We've not had someone like him who finishes like him since Diego Costa. We haven't seen any striker who strikes a ball like that. Where that was quite a very Diego Costa-esque finish that he did against Wrexham, and it just completely took the wind out of their sails. And it was a great finish. For
sure. By the way, what made you a Chelsea fan? I was born into it, bro. Literally, as I come out, I had a blanket wrapped around me, a Chelsea one. So I started from a kid.
For me, it was the first game I ever went to. I was 5 years old, and it was Chelsea Derby. I was at front row, and it was when I think I saw, it would have been like Melchior, Desai, and all that. Jeremy, it was, all those sort of players. And very, Zola would have been in there at that point as well.
Love that.
Proper. Yeah.
Top Bins, how are you, man? Good to see you as always. A B, welcome in, bro. Who is better than João Pedro in Europe at the moment? No one, in my opinion. I wouldn't change him for no one. His form is in. Hey, Carly, you lovely human. The case says his positional awareness has improved massively. And do you know what else it is that's improved with for me? Something that I stuck by and criticise him a lot for was too much hold of the ball.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that.
Just like release the ball. And now when I watch him, 1-2 touches pass, get in the box, link the play, carry it a little bit. He's finding the balance in his game. And I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to João Pedro. When you look at him at the sort of, not the Club World Cup period, but the sort of beginning to Christmas period where we were falling off quite heavily in performances, a lot of he wasn't helping himself. He was just doing too much, and it was just frustrating. But he was doing it game after game. And I had someone at me saying, "See this João Pedro form, you're not saying Saint now." And I was like, if anything, what I've said about João Pedro, and you can back me up here, has been valid to this point. I said he's not a 10. He's not good enough to play there. Yeah, even when he was having these bad touches and giving the ball away and all this shit, which we saw. And I said the only way he will be good in this team, in my team, if he fits his team, is if he's played up front. If he plays up front, that's the only way we're going to see the best of João Pedro. And what a shock. Play him up front, like we did at the Club World Cup and like we are now, and he's performing to that level. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So why do people say Arsenal is bigger than us? I don't know. I don't know, bro. Honestly, I don't know. João Pedro is changing our lives. So far, he is. What we doing with Enzo in terms of do we bench him this game? We can't afford Enzo to get booked this first leg. Otherwise, he misses the second. There's no way in hell that Enzo Fernandez...
start him.
Yeah, there's no way in hell that Enzo Fernandez is not going to play against PSG. I'll be shocked if he didn't, to be honest. There's no way in hell you don't have Enzo in these type of games. You need Enzo in these type of games, especially against a Vitinha, Neves, and fucking... I don't know if they've got Ruiz. Ruiz is injured, right? But ultimately, I did see a video and a PSG comment saying, I'm confident for Wednesday. And that's what he thinks is their lineup. Firstly, can I say about this PSG team, their goalkeeper is shit. I hope we spray chances against this motherfucker because he's shit. Secondly, I don't care about that defence because they can't defend. Have you seen them try to defend recently? Now, unless they're coming with a different tactic than what they usually play, which supposedly Luis Enrique's got to do something different, is what I heard because of last time. You look at that midfield, Vitinha, Emery, and is that João Neves? I can't even see that. Who is that? Who is that? Mayulu. And then you got Dembele, Barcola, and Kvaratskhelia. Listen, their attack is a problem. It's not even a thing. Like, I know their attack's a problem. Enzo just needs to stop arguing with the refs. He's a captain, man. They're booking him for talking to him. Like fucking idiots. If he gets booked this game, he misses the home leg, though. What can we do, though? What can we do? Would you, if Caicedo had a yellow card, would you play him? Yes or no? Let's be serious.
You would. No, you have to.
Combined 11, Jim. All right, we'll do one. We'll do a combined PSG 11 with Chelsea in a second. At midfield against Caicedo. Well, Reece James is apparently not even training, so I don't know what that means. I'm hoping it doesn't mean nothing. And we see him tomorrow. But that's the team that they're looking to put out and to play maybe against us. And apparently, listen, I've seen a lot of PSG fans with a lot of confidence across the Twitter the last week or so, saying we won't lose to you again. You ain't good. We'll score so many goals.
Isn't it? It was the same.
Yeah, same shit, different day, right? PSG player of a higher line, Garnacho hat-trick incoming. This is the thing.
Don't tell Pipe that he might pass out.
Yeah, if they're going to play with a high line, and allow us to space in behind, thank you. Because that's
Barcelona, won't it? Really?
Yeah. We will destroy them. We will destroy them if they do not tweak their game. I'm telling you now. Yeah, they can have Hakimi and fucking Doué and all that. Yeah, they're problems. Jem, check your XDM. Some real stuff from Zhao. Oh, 1 second, bro. If it loads.
No worries, Toby. You didn't need to send it to me. It's fine. I knew Pybus would like that one. I think he would pass out if he got hat trick.
Oh yeah, on Joao. Yeah, I've seen this already. Joao Pedro versus the Premier League strikers. He's first in all. Awesome. Well, he's first in expected assists. He's first in shot assists, fouls suffered, offensive duels. Second on non-penalty goals, which is an amazing stat, by the way. A second for assists. Progressive carries second, dribble attempt second, touches second, duels 1 second, offensive duels 1 second, passes completed, progressive passes, progressive actions.
Well, you got to remember for Brighton as well, he was that penalty taker. So the fact he's got his amount of goals is non-penalties as well. He surely is got to be in the talks for player of the season in terms of actually the league, but they won't. They'll probably give it to whoever will win the league for sure. It'll be probably Declan Rice or something like that, even though he's been dog shit this year. But certainly for us now, he's got to be the front runner. And he is for me, him and Reece.
So Carly has mentioned Mendes being on a yellow as well. And we saw how Mendes played against us last time. Imagine being a keyboard warrior that can't even come into it live and say, fucking, hi, Jem, how you doing? You all right? Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, I mean, keyboard warrior drinking his orange juice. Do you know what I mean? Sounds like a keyboard warrior. See them people from Give Me Sport rate the top 5 summer signings in the Premier. They don't put Zhao in the top 5. That's crazy. Right. We are doing a PSG and Chelsea combined 11 for the FA Cup, which is in 15 minutes. So let's quickly fly through this, shall we? Matt Sanchez in goal. I think so.
I think so. I mean, after what I said, or even Jorgensen at this point, it'd be Reece definitely a right back. Him over Hakimi for sure.
Reece or Hakimi in the chat, guys. I see a lot of people saying Hakimi's a better player than Reece, but I'm not having this. I am not having the whole Hakimi's better than Reece. That's not happening. That is not happening right now. Where has it gone? I've just fucking lost it. There we go. Reece James, right? Gusto. We're all saying Reece. What about the 2 centre backs? Because listen, no one's got centre backs.
I think on probably longevity or credibility, I'd say Marquinhos. I haven't watched him this season, but I'm just saying, just because of his caliber of player.
Can't even find him. There he is, Marquinhos and who? I mean, we can't even argue, can we? Because we've got shit defenders, man. I think it's going to have to be Pacho and Marquinhos, isn't it? Yeah. Like who are we going to put in here? Chalobah? Tosin? No.
Fucking hell, yeah. Tosin.
Yeah.
Would you say Cucurella? I'd say Cucurella, surely.
I mean, this is a debate and a half. Mendes or Cucurella? Mendes or Cucurella, guys, in the chat.
Yeah, they can pick. I haven't watched much of Mendes. This shows my knowledge of PSG.
I think he's a very good player, by the way. But I'd still pick Cucurella over him all day.
He got cooked in the Club World Cup, though, didn't he?
Nuno's better. You say this, but how many of you have watched him?
Oh, Toby said Mendes.
Drawing a minute, yeah.
GT a proper blue, saying Cucurella.
Mendes, Cucurella, Mendes. Man, that's hard. Mendes is all speed. Mendes is just pace. Euro champion Cucurella. Cucurella defending Mendes. I'm going with Cucurella. Fuck this. I'm not putting this in. Fuck it. Cucurella is better than Mendes. We can fuck off. Right.
we just know. Just put him in there, Jim. Do it.
I mean, I think it should be Enzo.
Maybe put Enzo in the 10. Clever.
Enzo, Caicedo. I'll be honest with you. I think it's Endo, Caicedo, Vitinha.
That's it, Vitinha.
That's what I would do.
Jeez. Oh,
Enzo,
God, this is really hard. These front three now. Wow, this is very hard. We're gonna make one of our
Palmer's on the wing, bruv. Don't worry about that. Palmer's there.
Yeah, I know, but now you've got to figure out. I mean, this is crazy to say, but would you have
Doué? I'd have Doué over here, and then I'd have Dembele up front.
See, what about Joao? Joao Pedro wouldn't be in the team. What about?
Oh shit! What about Joao? Actually, shit, Joao.
Whatever his name is, I can never say his name. Is it Kvaratskhelia? Whatever his name is.
All right, we can put the Ballon d'Or winner on the left.
Fucking hell, that's a team.
Look at that team. You can't tell me that team ain't winning the league, bruv.
And I guarantee you now, here's the next question. Would that team cost one?
Fuck Callum, man. He's been shit. He's been shit. Yeah.
How much that team would cost in transfers? I bet with our owners and the amount of money we spent, we would have got that team.
What, you're saying Ballon d'Or Dembele out off the team for Cava?
No, Dembele all the way.
Well, Doué as well. I like Doué, man. Doué's a good player.
Put Enzo Fernandez on the left, Cole Palmer, and then put Dembele on the right. I've seen Enzo on the left enough. He's world class there, so it's fine. Under Liam. Remember, this is under Liam Rossini as well, so...
Yeah, mate, that's the team. Don't forget one of them.
Saying it's less than 1.6 billion. Yeah, I mean, it's an unbelievable starting 11, barring Sanchez.
I don't rate Dembele, to be fair. All right, cool. We'll take him out then. Wow. Who did you want? I don't know how you don't have the Ballon d'Or winner in there, personally. I'd have gone with Dembele in there. Doué's been shit. Mate, is he? I don't know about that. Garnacho is better than Doué.
Who said that?
Doué, Palmer, and Pedro front three.
That's unbelievable.
This is where it gets mixy, doesn't it? You can't take Dembele out. That's what I'm saying.
It is. You're right, Toby. If it was our owners, it would be 5 billion, but it probably is around 600.
Oh, so it's him, yeah. Dembele, Joao, Cava. So you would go with. He would go with Caicedo, Vitinha, Dembele, Palmer. So you'd put Palmer there. What, and Dembele on the right? Is that what you do?
Pies hates Enzo.
Joe is with Pies. He hates players that are good. He always picks the shit ones. It's normal with Pies. I get used to him. He likes Garnacho. He likes Neto. Do you know what I mean? He likes all these bums. He don't like all these good players. Can't help people like that, man. Can't help him.
Big up, CFC Cole. Hopefully your shirt is arriving today. It says it's arriving by today, so it will be there.
Hey, big up Cole for winning the giveaway, man. I can't wait to see that Frank Lampard shirt, bruv.
The one and only giveaway.
Yeah, that's strongest. Nah, it ain't. That ain't the strongest, I'm telling you now. That is not the strongest. The strongest has Enzo Fernandez in it, mate. I'd actually put Dembele in there, personally. And I'd put Enzo there. You telling me a midfield three of Vitinha, Enzo, and Caicedo is not going to cook?
Xavi Simons and Joya.
Cooker. You wanted him there as well, so why are you fucking lying? Right, people act like they didn't want Xavi Simons. If Xavi Simons was in Chelsea, he wouldn't be playing like he was at Spurs. Let's be serious. It's a different team. Completely different team. You know what I mean?
I think the only telephone man he had was a little tin can on a string.
Oh, that's why I said when he went, great. I'm so happy about it because I knew he was going to fuck himself. God. You're never going to see the best version of Xavi Simons at Spurs, are you? You're overrating Enzo, Jim. Never easily starts over. Overrating Enzo, Jim. Neves does not start over Enzo. Please stop this. So we've got enough bulldogs on the pitch anyway. Why do I want Neves? Neves can't do what Enzo can do, bruv. Yeah? Let's not even go there. I admit I wanted Xavi Simons. There's nothing wrong with wanting Xavi Simons. You put him in his Chelsea team, he'd probably cook better than a lot of our attackers. No, you wanted Thomas Frank. That's for sure.
You wanted Thomas Frank. Oh.
Pies wanted Thomas Frank.
Here's a question for you in the chat. If Liam doesn't get top 4 this season, do you think he's gone?
Ooh. Good question.
That's like Gary Neville. I don't know. I personally think it's very unfair if he does go.
I don't think he goes.
I think it would be very unfair because really the circumstances. I think this is their man, this is their boy, so I think they have to back him. Would be top 5 probably. Off topic, but yeah, I saw it today. Off topic, but we'll keep. His close mate passed away. It's awful. So, Nono, if you're here, mate, thoughts are with you.
Is it Nono? No, sorry to hear, bro. Sorry to hear that. Not good, bro. Not fucking good at all. Right. Was that a power chat? I've only just seen that. Sorry. Off topic, but can all keep Nono in his thoughts, sending him lots of love. Kings of the Debrief family is here for anyone who needs. Of course, man. Always here for everyone. Everyone and the ones that even don't come in no more. We're still even there for them as well. Don't worry about it. We're there for them all. Lost his friend lately. Yeah, that's horrible, man. That's horrible. Right, the draw. 5 minutes. Where can we find it? FA Cup draw.
Is this something that you can play in the background?
You might have to do it, bro. I'll be honest.
Is that all right? Is it TNT?
I don't know, Yeah, TNT.
Okay, let me get it up. Problem is, I'm streaming it, so it might be that we're like 30 seconds behind live TV.
Doesn't matter.
People just know it before you. Just don't.
That shirt behind you reminds you of Alba, does it? Aubameyang.
Oh, Aubameyang, yeah. Oh, that's under Potter.
Don't say that.
He was one of those players that I really wanted him when we had Morata, and then Morata wasn't doing very well. It was either us or Arsenal who were going to get him from Dortmund, and he went to Arsenal, but he was class at Arsenal, annoyingly.
Yeah, just putting a little feeler out for people to say what we're doing the FA Cup draw. FA Cup draw.
Who's it? West Ham and who? It's just that first.
So who do we want? Who's left? We need to get it up, don't we? Quickly.
I think we'd want. It's a team who beat Sunderland and Southampton. And I think Pi said it, I think yesterday, we've got a nice little record against Southampton if we're away or at home. So
we're getting Arsenal, ain't we? Maybe Liverpool, Maybe. Right, let's try and find this draw, FA Cup.
On YouTube, TNT Sports, yes. Oh, YouTube, okay. So I don't have to watch it on the TV.
Put it on YouTube and then we can hear it, I guess.
Yeah.
There we go. These are the teams that are left in the FA Cup draw for the people coming in. Bosh. We have Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, Southampton. Is that Norwich?
It is Norwich.
Norwich, Leeds, West Ham, Brentford. No, that's Mansfield, isn't it? Is that Mansfield? Not Mansfield. Who's the one that beat fucking Fulham? Port Vale. Is it Port Vale?
Port Vale, yeah, that is Port Vale. It's not. I'll have to get it up on here. It's fine. I'll get it up on TNT Sports.
Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, Southampton, Port Vale, Leeds, West Ham, or Brentford. This Port Vale, my mate plays for them. Does he, GT? Fairs.
Oh, that's cool.
Fairs.
Yeah, I had a mate of mine. He was a professional footballer, and he was like the flagship for like Brighton when they're in like the Championship. He was like the main player on their like mega store. It was so weird, and then he just got injured, and then he just went all down the leagues, and now he's like, I think he's like non-league now, but he was when I played at school like with him, like he was just unbelievable. Like the difference, you'd have always like fresh new like Adidas boots the whole time. It's ridiculous.
Is it on me? I can't find it.
I can't see it. It's not. I couldn't see it on. I've got it on TNT Sports at the moment on my phone, but I'll just once the draw comes out, I'll play.
Turn it up because I can't find it. Yeah, as well.
Yeah, it's not. It's just them talking at the moment. Jesus Christ. Oh, give me 2 seconds.
Toby says maybe scrap the draw. It's at 7:05, but please stay. Is it 7:05?
Whichever team wins tonight, you're in the hunt for the last eight.
Oh, if it's 7:05. Oh, okay.
It's the next step on the ladder. What is an incredible journey?
Right.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I've just changed the thing saying FA Cup draw live. Great. Great.
Thanks, Toby.
Yeah, cheers, Toby. Thanks, mate. What the fuck is this? So we've got another half hour. Yeah, I won't be around for that. I'm not going to lie, guys. No. I've got to go to. I think Don's going live as well. I've got to go over there for a half hour as well. Yeah.
I would say then I'm going to make an executive decision that we do a Champions League show tomorrow, and then we'll do the normal match preview we'd normally do on the match countdown. So we'll do a bit of like just a summary of the Champions League games which are coming up, and then
we can do. That's... Same time tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Same time tomorrow, guys. Are we all good with that as well? So you're going to get it live tomorrow, and then the big one Wednesday. We'll go a little bit earlier before the game. The game, I think they'll release the team news at 6:45, so we'll be on about 6. No, yeah, 6 till 7, 7:15. And then the game's 8 o'clock, right? As well.
Yes. Exactly.
So
yeah.
We can do that if you want. Tie it into Wednesday. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to tie it into it. Wednesday's a big one. Make sure you're here as always. We'll be doing team news, countdown, any news breaking, all of that. Match preview. We'll do Chelsea predicted lineup. We've not done that yet. That'll be at 6 o'clock on Wednesday as well. You get our predicted lineup for the game. Everything. The excitement for the PSG away game on Wednesday. Make sure you're here. We'll have it set up. So make sure you hit the like buttons as well. But we'll be back tomorrow anyway. We'll do like a little Champions League overall summary for not as well, maybe for a short period. And then we go from there.
We'll run through the FA Cup as well, who we've got.
Yeah, run through the FA Cup and some other bits as well. And listen, we'll try and time in, just over an hour today. So you'll be getting an hour and a half lives from us later on anyway in the week. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. As always, we appreciate you. And up the Chelsea. Let's hope we get Port Vale. See you in a bit. Yep.